fucking sick, hey. It's awesome. All this. Ooh, so big. I don't know, I don't think the wide angle really gives it justice to how big these waves are, man. They're like, probably if I was to stand next to them, it'd probably be like probably a little bit taller than me, and I'm 6'4", so it's pretty fucking wild. I'm kind of shouting because I don't know if you can hear me or not, but man, it looks sick. It looks so good. Look at that, eh? That looks fucking sick. That looks so good. I'm gonna try and take some photos, or like on my proper camera. After that, I'm gonna try and set up and paint. I don't know if you can see it too well, but after that, I'm gonna have to, you know, essentially I'm gonna have to paint in the rain, really. Just look at that storm just like crushing inwards right now. It looks like it's already coming down on the beach over there, but this camera's waterproof, my paints are fine because they're oils, so it doesn't, you know, make a difference. I think I got some pretty nice shots there. The waves just look so awesome, man. There's just something about taking a camera with you when you go paint that can just really help to sort of just capture the environment in just a totally unique way that only a camera can do. Yeah, sure, you get a lot more feeling, a lot more emotion out of like a painting, but there's just something about a camera, man, that's you know, you can really grab the moment with the camera and stuff. That's something, you know, I can do with my painting, but like, it's a slow process when compared to the camera. Really great tool to have on your equipment when you go out and paint, so you can capture those areas that you're painting, capture, you know, the subjects that you're painting, and just be able to sort of, you know, have those references for when you go back into the studio, ready and available. All right, I'm all set up, ready to paint. I've got the bigger easel this time because it's a little bit windy. I'm not sure if the microphone here is picking up the wind a whole lot, so I apologize if it sounds really windy. So I'm thinking of this sort of scene out here. This whole scene through here kind of got my attention, mainly the sort of sky above it, because I can sort of see the rain come down through it. I think that's looking really nice, and I think that'll look really nice as a sort of portrait orientation for the painting itself. I just hope that the water doesn't come up too quickly on me, that I can't like pack down fast enough. So I'm going to keep my eye out on the water as well as what I'm painting, so that it doesn't just spring up on me and I have to, you know, all of a sudden just pick up everything I've got here and just get out of here. So keep my eye on that. Paraglider up there. Good day for it, plenty of wind. things down that I'm really happy with so far. The sky, I'm kind of happy with. Like, there's a lot of things that I'm gonna want to change about this when I get back to the studio. The water through here, and especially the details through this headland here, I'm gonna want to change when I get back into the studio. You can see the headland out there. So when I get back to the studio, there's a lot more details, a lot more things I'm going to refine and touch up. But for now, I'm just getting everything down so I can get all that information down. And then when I get to the studio, just refine, and sort of just leave it like that. And the sky behind me, how sick does this look, hey? It looks awesome, huh? Mixing up some of these dark for the rocks here in the foreground, which I'm going to put in here. There's a lot of water flowing over the top of them, so to get that sort of effect, I'm gonna have to put the darks down first, and then with my whites and the highlights, I'm gonna drag them over the top, give that sort of illusion of that water hitting the rocks there and coming off the rock. And that's the first bit of the waves coming up to me. So that's pretty close. Like, you can see where I'm standing, and they just came up to this line here just then. So I might need to quickly finish off what I want to get down, and then just finish the rest in the studio at home. So I'll quickly get that down before the waves come in and completely wipe me out. Okay, let's get this down, let's get it finished quickly. Right, so that's where I'm gonna call it for now. I've taken a bunch of really good photos in the on the actual camera in the backpack here, so hopefully they'll really help me when I get back to the studio and start retouching up this painting. But I think for like a plein air, just a quick big plein air too, like you can see the size of it compared to me. It's a pretty big one. I don't remember the dimensions of it, but you know, I think I got the gist of what I wanted to get down in this piece. I feel really confident with this piece turning into a really nice piece. Yeah, there's so many elements of this work that I'm already really liking that I think it's going to make for really, really great painting when I fix it up, tweak it up when I get back to the studio. So that's always a really good sign when I'm liking the painting as it is right now. So that's really cool, and I'm just really enjoying the waves out here. They just look so beautiful and just so captivating, especially with this incredible sky behind me. I don't know if you can see that as well as my eyes can see that, but so many beautiful pinks and purples, greens, blues through this incredible sky out here. It just looks amazing. There's that water coming in, like I said before. It's really come up and it's really starting to fill up a lot of these rock pools here. It's just so beautiful to just take a moment. You know, we get so caught up in painting, we get so caught up in trying to capture what it is we're seeing that, you know, we forget, honestly, just to be in it, just to be a part of it, just to be a part of nature, and just to enjoy what painting on plein air allows us to do as painters. It allows us to be out in nature. It allows us to be a amongst this incredible, absolutely amazing environment. You know what I mean? It looks so beautiful, it's so amazing that you know, oftentimes we really forget to just immerse ourselves in it and be a part of it, be in it. So with that being said, I'm gonna pack up and head back to the car and head home, and then I'll start working on this in the studio, and you'll see that in this video. But yeah, just a good reminder, you know, just allow yourself to be a part of nature, just allow yourself to be in it. It's just so beautiful, you know? So beautiful. And we're in the studio. Welcome. We're actually in the actual studio this time, surprisingly enough. Usually we're not in the actual studio, but as you can see, we're in the actual studio this time. So that's great. That's great news. I've got the painting set up behind me here, which I'm going to start to work on in a second. I've got a couple of the reference photos that I'm happy to work from, which I think are really good reference photos for the scene that I've got laid out already on the actual painting. So that's everything I need to start this painting process here back in the studio. So I'm going to get started, start working out what I want to change, what I want to leave the same, and start to make this painting into a finished painting. I thought I might just talk over the top and just give you some thoughts of what I think about it and the process as a whole. I count myself very, very lucky to be able to go outside and go on location and be able to paint on location in such a beautiful country. And you know, oftentimes a lot of people take that for granted, you know, and I'm very thankful every single day to be able to go out and be able to paint and do what I do, whereas a lot of people, you know, kind of just get caught up in what they believe life is all about, and sort of it's not till the very end of their lives where they go, oh, okay, now I have time for painting to go out and paint, whereas, you know, they probably would have wanted to paint throughout their life and not just wait to the very end to start painting. And I often get that actually quite a lot when I'm out painting. A lot of people go, oh, I wish I had the time, or a lot of people go, yeah, I always wanted to paint, but thankfully now that I'm retired, I can go paint. And it's quite a, I don't know how to feel about that sometimes. Kind of makes me sad in a lot of ways that a lot of people sort of, they just choose to believe that, you know, life is more than what it is. Life is just play, really, when it comes down to it. It's not some sort of grand race, it's not a journey, it's just play. And it's all these different aspects of play. You can choose what you want to do, you can be who you want to be, you do whatever you want to do. You know, there's no limitations on that. Oftentimes we get sort of so caught up in our own headspace that we forget that life is play. It takes us about 80 years later of just doing whatever it is we believe is important, just running back and forth, trying to get somewhere when there's nowhere to get. You know, we are it. This is what you get out of life. Ourselves. We get this. This is it. You know, everybody gets it. There's nothing to get to. If you are somebody that has always wanted to paint but has been taught or told otherwise, and that there's more important things to life than painting, but you know, you feel really deeply in your heart that painting is what you're really passionate about, I would encourage you not to wait till later to go paint, because getting out to some locations that I get to go out to becomes very hard later in life. Your knees don't work as well, you can't breathe as easily, there's lots of
things that get in the way of being able to just pack up a plein air set and hike out somewhere. That, you know, becomes increasingly difficult the older you get. So if you feel passionate about painting, I encourage you to go do it. You know, it might mean living a bit leaner, it might mean giving up quite a lot of things, but I feel very passionate about it, and I don't feel like I've given up anything for it. You know, I feel like I've only gained. You know, I mean, you know, people would look at me like, oh, but you can't afford to do that, can't afford to do this. But what painting affords me to do, it affords me to live, really, truly live as myself. And I don't have to pretend to be anything else, and I don't have to pretend to do anything else, and I don't have to pretend that life is about anything more than what it is, play. And so I'm very thankful about painting, and I'm very thankful to walk out and be out amongst nature and do what I do. So if you feel the same way, I encourage you to do it, and do it now. And you know, it's true that yesterday's history, tomorrow's a mystery, today's a present. That's why they call it a present. So, yeah.
So that is this painting completed. This is this painting done and dusted. I'm very, very happy with the way this painting has turned out. Really, really happy with the composition, the subject matter, the way I've painted things. I've left pretty much the sky as is, because when I'm standing from back here, like I said before, I'm really, really happy with the way it looks. You know, just seeing it from back here makes me super happy about the way that looks. So if I'm happy with it from back there, then I'm just gonna be happy with it in general. So that's that plein air piece done. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did putting it together. As usual, if you like this video, please leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought about the video. Hit subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And most importantly, hit up my sign up newsletter on my email to get 24-hour early access, as well as reference photos related to the video that's being filmed. Other than that, I'll see you all in the next